Have you ever wondered what it takes to keep a WWE superstar like Alexa Bliss in the spotlight, or what happens when the lights suddenly dim? Just 2 months ago, she stormed back into the ring at Royal Rumble 2025 after 2 long years away, sending fans into a frenzy. But now, whispers are swirling, plans are crumbling, and her future feels more uncertain than ever. Something's brewing behind the scenes, and it's got everyone asking, where's Alexa Bliss, and what's WWE doing with one of its biggest stars? Let's rewind to that electric night in February. Royal Rumble 2025 wasn't just another event. It was Alexa Bliss' grand return after a hiatus that felt like forever. She'd been gone since January 2023, first stepping away after a wild storyline with Wyatt, and Uncle Howdy twisted her character into something dark and unforgettable. Then life threw a curveball. She got pregnant, welcomed her daughter Hendrix with husband Ryan Cabrera in November 2023, and spent months recovering and getting back into fighting shape. When she finally stepped through those ropes again, the crowd erupted. Since then, she's only wrestled 3 times, a strong showing at the Rumble, a qualifying win for the Elimination Chamber on SmackDown, and a gutsy effort inside the chamber itself. She didn't walk away with gold, but that didn't matter. Alexa was back, and the WWE Universe couldn't get enough. Or so we thought, because what happened next would catch everyone off guard. Before that Rumble spotlight even hit her, things were already messy. Word started leaking in late 2024 that Alexa and WWE weren't seeing eye to eye. Her old contract had time tacked on due to her absence, standard stuff in wrestling, but she and her team weren't having it. They wanted a fresh deal, one with more money and perks to match her star power. Reports painted a tense picture, negotiations dragging into January, with some insiders saying she might not even make it to the Rumble. Imagine that, a comeback years in the making, nearly derailed over dollars and details. Then, just hours before the event, Pete Winsider's Mike Johnson dropped a bombshell. Not only was Alexa in the building, but she'd inked a new contract. Fans exhaled, thinking the drama was over. Little did they know, it was only the beginning. Fast forward to March 18th, and the plot thickens. Fanatic Events, the folks behind WWE World, a huge convention tied to WrestleMania 41 weekend in Las Vegas, hit fans with a curveball. Alexa Bliss, advertised as a major guest alongside legends like Steve Austin, was suddenly off the lineup. No explanation, no warning, just gone. She'd been back for barely 2 months, and now this. Naturally, fans flooded social media, and Alexa responded with a cryptic Friends gif on Twitter, flashing an "I'm fine" vibe. It was enough to calm some nerves, but not enough to stop the questions. Was she hurt? Was WWE sidelining her? Or was something bigger at play? The timing felt off. WrestleMania was right around the corner, and yet one of their hottest returnees was nowhere near the hype. And what happened next would only fuel the fire. Remember the Wyatt Six? That eerie faction led by Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas, carrying on his late brother Bray Wyatt's legacy, had been a hot topic since debuting in 2024. Alexa's history with Bray made her a perfect fit. Back in 2020, she'd morphed into his twisted sidekick, wielding creepy dolls and a sinister edge that fans still rave about. So when rumors swirled late last year that her return would tie into the Wyatt Six, it made sense. December reports had her pegged for a Rumble comeback with the group, maybe even joining their ranks on Raw. But then the contract talks hit a wall, and WWE pivoted. The Wyatt Six moved to SmackDown without her, leaving fans scratching their heads. After she signed that new deal and showed up at the Rumble, cryptic graphics flashed during her matches, subtle nods to her Wyatt past. Everyone assumed it was leading somewhere. Yet here we are, weeks later, and that storyline's gone quiet. Did WWE scrap it? Or are they just waiting for the right moment? So where's Alexa now? She's technically on SmackDown, but you'd hardly know it. Since the Elimination Chamber in February, she's been a ghost. Barely a match, barely a segment. WWE keeps teasing her Wyatt connection with those weird visuals, but there's no follow-through. It's like they'd got this massive star on their hands, and no clue what to do with her. She's not injured, at least not according to anything official. She's not suspended. So what gives? The SmackDown roster's stacked with talent. Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Bayley. But Alexa's absence stands out. Fans who cheered her return are starting to wonder if WWE's just stringing them along. And what happened next would only deepen the mystery. Theories are flying fast. Some fans think she's dealing with personal stuff. Maybe health-related. Maybe family time after becoming a mom. Nothing's confirmed, but whispers like that don't just vanish. Others point to the contract saga. Sure, she signed a new deal, but what if she's still playing hardball behind closed doors? Back in January, Wrestling Observer's Dave Meltzer hinted WWE might have exaggerated the negotiation drama to swerve fans before her Rumble pop. Could they be clashing again? Then there's the creative angle. Insiders say WWE's plans for her keep shifting. First Raw, then SmackDown, then Wyatt 6, then nothing. One report from P-Winsider even claimed she was slated for a big WrestleMania angle that got axed. With top stars like Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton locked into title matches, maybe there's no room for Alexa, or maybe WWE's just dropping the ball. Whatever's happening, it's got fans buzzing and frustrated in equal measure. Think about who Alexa Bliss is for a second. This isn't some mid-card talent we're talking about. She's a 5-time women's champion. Raw, SmackDown, tag team belts, you name it. She's won Money in the Bank, headline shows, and built a fan base that'd follow her anywhere. Her run with Bray Wyatt turned her into a cult favorite, blending spooky vibes with legit in-ring chops. When she came back, the pop was deafening. Proof she's still got it. Yet WWE's barely using her. 3 matches in 2 months? No WrestleMania buzz. It's almost criminal. She's got the charisma, the skills, the history. Everything you'd want in a top star. So why's she stuck in limbo? Fans aren't shy about it either. They're flooding X with pleas for her return, pointing out how she could shake up any division. And what's coming next might just decide her fate. Here's where it all lands. Alexa Bliss is at a crossroads, and no one knows which way it's going. She's back, technically, but feels further away than ever. The WWE World Pullout, the stalled Wyatt 6 arc, the SmackDown Vanishing Act. It's a puzzle with too many missing pieces. Maybe she's gearing up for a massive comeback that'll blow us all away. Maybe WWE's fumbling a golden opportunity with a star who's too big to bench. Or maybe, just maybe, there's a twist we haven't seen coming, one that'll redefine her legacy. As WrestleMania 41 looms in April, the clock's ticking. Will Alexa Bliss step back into the spotlight, or is this the start of something darker? One thing's for sure, her story's far from over, and whatever happens next could change everything. What do you think? Has WWE lost its way with Alexa? Or are they cooking up something we can't even imagine? Let that simmer in your mind, because this ride's only getting wilder.